Hello everypony, Artelisiana here. Link to my DeviantArt in the description below, and also for my Patreon if you'd like to do that. Warning, this video will contain pictures that is not mine, so please go and give respect to the owners of these pictures and copyrights. And also warning, it's going to contain my personally opinions and a wild theory about Sombra's horn and, Queen Chrysalis' return and stuff like that. So if you don't like things like this, click away or else stay. Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I have been wondering for the new episodes that are coming in some time that they could actually bring back Sombra, because we have seen in the episode of the Crystal Empire that when he blew up, or how to say that, his horn was flying away from the Empire, and Queen Chrysalis has sworn her revenge and flown off into the distance. So I could imagine an episode where Queen Chrysalis actually finds Sombra's horn, either resurrecting him or taking on the shadow power herself and trying to take the revenge on Starlight or the main 6. But I really do feel like Sombra is on a different path. He really wants to have his revenge over I think Cadence and Shining Armor, because they also banished him in some way, shape or form. And I also feel like he's wanting revenge for against the main 6, or how to say that. So I did think about an awesome episode where Queen Chrysalis has resurrected Sombra, and they're on a path to overtake the main 6. And it actually, they managed to overtake both Applejack and the others, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, and Twilight, but they can't seem to find Starlight or overtake her. I would say that they would be the 7 deadly sins, or they could be some other form of themselves. So it was almost like the episode with Discord, where he turned them to their opposites, or how to say that. But instead it was like sorrow, grief, sadness, pain, hate, anger, slothness, gluttony, or something in those lines. And I really do feel like when Starlight figures this out and try to warn Cadence and Shining Armor, I do believe that Queen Chrysalis and King Sombra would already have a plan for this, and maybe also overtake them in some shape, way or form, and making them into their counterparts, love to hate, and maybe Shining Armor could be anger. I don't know, the opposite of being protective, but I don't know. I don't think that it's going to be an episode that we're going to see into the future. I just had this amazing idea for a long time now, and I wanted to share it with you guys, that I really wanted to see the main 7 now as the 7 deadly sins. And I actually feel like it makes sense, and it's something that children could learn a lot about, these 7 deadly sins and what they represent, and how to get rid of the 7 deadly sins, because there is actually paths to take to I'll not say get rid of them completely, but actually get to terms with coping with the 7 deadly sins, or how to say that. And I really do feel like, for example, we could take Applejack. She could be grief or sorrow or sadness, because I really do feel like we need the background story with her parents. We need to know stuff, and it's not because I want to be evil, it's just that I really want to know what happened, and I feel like shadow magic and I'm maybe also a mixture of the shadow magic and this um what is that called, mind spell, or how to say that Sombra has, a mixture of that and what Queen Chrysalis can do with her manipulation and her, I will not say her way to change appearances, but I do feel like it's going to have much to say into the future. I also feel like she could destroy Starlight completely by maybe trying to take over her own village, or her old village, sorry for that, and trying to take that over first, and then Ponyville, and then everything else, and then the world, or something like that. But I also feel like maybe Queen Chrysalis and Sombra will stop when they get to Shining Armor and Cadence, because they maybe figure out that Shining Armor and Cadence has something that they really are missing, or they want for themselves, but they don't know how to obtain it. It could be the love, or it could be family and stuff like that. So it's not like friendship, it's just like family and togetherness and the love for your children, or something in those lines. Maybe Sombra and Queen Chrysalis is near Flurry Heart, and something happens to Queen Chrysalis and Sombra that actually, I will not say reforms them, but we find out that not even something as high as love for your family can actually change them back, but they at one point in time had been good ponies, or they have been turned evil or something. And maybe we could get the real background story for Sombra, and also some background story for her Queen Chrysalis. That could actually be a very nice episode to have, one for each. Actually, I don't feel like it's going to be in one episode. I really do feel like they should spread it out over more episodes than that. So yeah, I really do feel like there's some potential in the ideas of Queen Chrysalis actually finding Sombra's horn, and maybe she will get the shadow magic herself, or she will rise him from the dead, or something. It could also be a nice homage to, for example, Frankenstein, like I was talking about in a other video where I talked about monsters that I really wanted to see in My Little Pony, and one of them was actually Frankenstein. So I really do feel like the staff of My Little Pony have a lot of potential to make great new episodes where we can maybe tackle some of the, I will not say harder stuff, but some of the maybe more difficult answers to our questions that we all have. Maybe we could also get some where Rainbow Dash parents are, and I don't know, just random stuff like this. I was thinking a lot of stuff about this, but I also saw in the comics, the old comics, that it's actually not Sombra's fault that he became like this. He saw in the Crystal Heart what he was going to become, and then he freaked out and stuff like that. But when he emerged himself into the darkness, he finally found himself, or became whole or something. We need some background story for Queen Chrysalis also, so we will figure out if she was Amora from the Crystal Empire, like I have, I think, like 5 headcanons about, or it's something that happened with her, and she always have been Queen Chrysalis, or the show is not going to take the route as the comics, and Sombra have always been evil and stuff like that. But I really do feel like there could be some more background story, and I feel like that Sombra and Queen Chrysalis is not redeemable characters, if that makes any form of sense. It made sense when I thought about it, but now that I'm saying it out loud, it sounds a little bit weird. But I really do feel like if they were shown the family love, or they were shown the love that the main six actually have for each other, maybe the memory orbs from Twilight's castle is going to fall upon, Queen Chrysalis, so she can actually see all of the memories of the main six. Or maybe it will fall on Starlight if, Queen Chrysalis tried to turn her evil, and then, Starlight would see the memories of all of the main six. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about this theory. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner, and do remember to take care of yourself and your loved ones. Yeah, that was actually all for today. Okay, yeah, bye!